fashion design are welcome here by me with the bottom of heart in this study classes that run by Advocate Yadavrao Mote Smriti Mahavidyalaya, Rajya. Dear students, we have been studying English grammar from last 3 videos, and in the previous video our discussion had stopped on present continuous tense. That was the second subkind of present tense. And now today in this fourth video our discussion will go on the third subkind of present tense, that is present perfect tense. That is present perfect tense we are going to discuss today. Dear students, as my previous statement, you know that every tense has a particular formula. That formula provides you the way or the method or the technique of making structure or sentence pattern. So, as per the previous activities, as we have been going, first of all we will see the formula of present perfect tense. Present perfect is a third subkind of present tense for your kind information, and now we will see first the formula. What is the formula of present perfect tense? First of all, subject. Subject is a common. Already I had explained about subject, verb and object. Also, again I will explain that subject means what? The person or thing that does the action, that is described in subject. Second, to be's form. To be's means helping verb. There are two helping verbs in this tense, have and has. But remember, you have to use any one of them. Any one of them. Either you may use have or has with the particular subject. But there is a question, student, that how to use this to be's form with the different subject, have and has. How to use them? Look at here. There is a classification of to be's form, classification of have and has with this different subject. So here you will come to know that when we will use have and with which subject we will use has. First of all, have. First of all, have. If the subject is I, we, you and they. As well, all plural name, anekvachan. All plural name. In the presenting of this subject, I, we, you, they and all plural names or noun. For those subjects, we will use have. We will use have. Second, has. If the subject is he, she, it and singular name. Which name? Singular name. For all these subjects, we will use has. What we will use? Has. So in this way, there is a classification on the basis of uses of to be's form in the sentence. So here, student, subject to be we have discussed. Now third one, verb 3. Verb 3 means it is called as a past participle form of the verb. In the previous standard, you have been studied the different forms, 5 forms of the verb. In those 5 forms, there is one of the third form, past participle form, that is called V3. So here you have to write any verb that you are writing while composing present perfect tense. Remember that you have to write only third form of the verb, means past participle form of the verb. And the last one, object. After verb, the remaining part of the sentence, the remaining part of the structure is called object. So in this way, there is a very easy formula to implement, and now with the help of this formula and by studying the classification of to be's form, we will compose here some example of present perfect tense. First of all, The subject that I have taken here, she. What? She. Now you will tell me that which to be out of two we will use for subject she. Yes? Correct. The subject she will be used or written with the to be has. With the to be has, because there is she in front of has. So that is why we will write here has. She has. She is a singular subject. That is why we will write singular to be. Singular to be has. She has. Now the third step, that is verb. I have written make. But dear students, listen carefully. I have written make. Make is the first form of the verb. For your information, for your understanding, I am going so as. Make is the first form of the verb, that is V1. But we don't have to write here V1. We have to write V3, past participle form of the verb. So if we convert this verb, if we convert this verb in third form, then it will be made. What it will be? Made. She has made. Subject have has. Out of two, anyone we have to choose. We have chosen. And third form V3 made. The last one object. Beautiful pot. Very easy. Subject she. Have has. We have selected has because singular subject. Next verb V3 made. Make, made. Like this. There are three main forms. And the last one, a beautiful pot object. Second example, the subject I have selected here, they. What? They. As you know, student, they is a plural subject. Plural subject. And they is given here in the list of subject of have. So of course, what we will use? Have. They have. They have. Like this. And then next one, verb. The verb that I have taken, celebrate. What I have taken? Celebrate. Celebrate is a verb, but it is written in first form. Now, let's make it third form, means past participle. For making it past participle, we would have to put there only D. Then it will become celebrated. What it will become? Celebrated. Celebrated is the past participle form of the verb. Over these activities, as I have put D or ed suffix at the end of the verb, and I have made third form or past participle form. Some student commonly thinks that it is very easy. Just we have to put ed or d at the end of the verb, then easily, automatically, it will be third form. It will be past participle form. No, it's wrong. Dear students, in every third form, there is no need of d or ed like this type of suffix. Some verbs are there. See, made. Is there any d at the end? Is there any ed suffix? No. So every verb doesn't contain d or ed suffix in third form of the verb. So be careful while composing or while writing past participle form of the verb. They have celebrated. Subject to be V3 third form, and the last one object I am writing birthday party. They have celebrated birthday party. Subject to be verb 3 means past participle, and the last remaining part, that is object. Last one shortly we will see. The subject I selected here, I wrote here I. What I wrote? I. For I subject, we have to use have. We will use have. I have. Then the verb is write. For your understanding, I have written this verb in first form. First form. Write. So tell me, what is the third form? What is the past participle form of write? Can you tell? Yes, of course. Write will become written. It will become written in third form. I have written a poem. I have written a poem. Subject to be, third form means past participle form of the verb, and the last remaining part is object. So in this way, dear students, very easy to study the tense, but just before going on examples of tenses, first of all, recite or try to understand what is the formula, what is the pattern, what is the way of making structure under the tenses. Then it is easy to understand. As well, you have to do as much as practice of making more examples of that particular tense. Okay, thank you.